Hi everyone, this is Janika. I am the writer of Randitty. My hair is a mess, so I decided to just wear my favorite wig. I hope no one minds. My natural Nicki Minaj-esque instincts that drive me to wear wigs. But you know, this month is actually Randitty's anniversary, and I think it's the 6-year anniversary. And a lot of you know, who've been reading my newsletter and keeping up with the blog, that I took a huge ass hiatus so that I could just work on my novel. I looked back and saw that Randitty's been around for 6 years, but I've been working on this novel for 8 years. It's been a while. And I decided, kind of as an anniversary, to give you guys an update rather than just write a bunch of things, tell you who the hell am I, and what the hell have I been doing. All this time, and really just tell you about this super secret, top secret novel I've been working on as much as I can. So essentially the story is based on a game my sister and I used to play when we were little, involving little toy horses that we had, and I remembered every inch of that story. I remembered every inch of the characters, like they were real people, real horses, I guess, and I was so in love with it. Towards the end of college, I realized I really wanted to be a novelist. I really wanted to write. I'd been writing my whole life, all through my childhood. So, all through my childhood, I'd been saving every snippet of every horse book that I've ever owned and remembering everything from it. So everything from, books like this. Look, this has been around since forever, since like the 80s or the 90s. This is a really old book. So books like this. This book also inspired Palm. When Hippo Was Hairy, I loved this book. It has these beautiful pictures of animals, okay? And then, there's also other elements too. This is the story When Hippo Was Hairy that this book features. And, the hippo's screaming, hippos don't have hair, but this is how the hippo became hairy. His hide catches fire, the savannah's on fire, and Palm is very much like that. It's, real animals, they feel real. You think that they're real horses there, but they have real animal problems, they have animal issues. They live in castles, they have drama, they have politics over the grain price, stuff like that. So that's what Palm is. More books that I saved. I saved this, again, beautiful pictures. I'm an artist, I draw, so I want to incorporate that. And then really throughout my life, I've spent really my entire life remembering every single thing I could about horses and thinking, how does it go into my novel? I'm a city slicker. I was born and raised in D.C. I didn't ride horses, but I still have that strong connection to nature, and I went on a mission to research everything and remember everything I could. So for instance, while I was in college, before I made the decision to write this novel, this was a textbook that we had. This is not a book about horses at all. This is not a horse book. It's not. It is a philosophy book of the Phaedrus, a philosophy book about theories on love. But there's one character that tells one story about what the human soul is like. I think that's what the story is about. And the imagery he uses a metaphor, and he says, well, it's kind of like navigating your life as a human is kind of like being a charioteer and having two Pegasus, flying, winged horses flying this chariot. One is really great and is, beautiful. The other one is mean and naughty and has a terrible temperament and conformation. And you're constantly trying to drive both of these animals and get them up to where the gods are so that you can be refreshed. And, and I loved that, and I saved that in my mind, and I actually put it in the story. There's a conversation about horse, with the horses having a horse philosophy conversation, and they refer to the Phaedrus. And I see books like this, I found this book. And I refer to it every single time I write, so I'm trying as best as I can as a city slicker to reference horses. I'll give this one away. One of the characters is a Lipizzaner, and so that's something that I do. And kooky stuff too. I've had all kinds of adventures. I've volunteered at horse stables. I've worked at the National Zoo for a little while. I've just done everything I could think of. I was in a museum once and felt I really needed an official Pony Express poster. My whole life people have been telling me, I've been talking to them saying, hey, I'm writing this thing for as long as I can remember since college. I've been telling them I've been writing this novel. I have a coworker that said, hey, I just happened to take pictures. My daughter's learning to ride horses. You know, and I do photography. I take pictures of the horses. Would you want a picture sometime? And I was like, yeah. Those two pictures right there, the one on the left is like a horse's head, and the one on the right is I really literally did a fangirl scream in the office, and he never talked to me about horses again. I mean, he never did. He just stopped. I scare people sometimes. I don't mean to. I try not to, but I'm a passion. I'm a writer. So that's what happened with that, you know. And I gone to the International Horse Show. I've observed the horses during competitions. You know, I love this advertisement, Wings Are for Sissies. And then relatives have really gotten into it. I'm very lucky to have a support network of family and friends who really care about me and care about what I'm doing. And they've not even seen the story yet. I'm so grateful for that, you know. And my mom gets these books all over the place. She found this. You know, this is great. This will help me. I do draw. You know, this, not so much. I love my mom. I'm glad she did this, but I'm 30. 30. I'm not going to use this so well. You know, this is the same thing. What is this, like, Babysitter's Club for girls who like horses on crack or something, and they're like, you know, cuddling this horse and getting it on, and they're not getting it on. That's not in my book, by the way. That's not in the book. That's creepy. And then this is my most favorite recent thing. My mom gave me just a week ago. I think she bought this for me, and this is cool. You see the CD with clip art, you know, very, very high tech, right? You know, so like all kinds of references and stuff. I can't wait to read through this and incorporate this too. So I'm hardcore about this. These aren't just horses that are like people in horse suits. These are real horses, have real horse problems, who rely on, you know, spatial intelligence, who, you know, it matters how you're positioned when you talk to them, who have auras, they can smell each other's feelings. They have herd instincts and herd leaders and alpha mares, and all kinds, you know, culture and politics and horse songs. I come up with songs. I've made songs that the horses sing. And some fillies learn they need to slow down to walk, but horse can't know that till she starts to gallop. Da, 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 da. It's amazing what I've done. I fought so hard for this book. And one of the last things I wanted to show you, I don't want to show you the top secret sketches because they're really fucking awesome, and I'm waiting to actually finish the book to promote it, put like the first couple chapters online and put the images with it. You know, but I do also draw. I think you guys know that about me. If you don't, now you know. A lot of the artwork, all the artwork on the website is mine. I drew that. So here's that, you know, picture of Rune that ended up on the blog. Okay, there's Rune. I also painted my nails. You see, they're really, really clever. This is the Lord of Beasts, Odeon, the horse god. Kind of faded. He has like horns and wings and fangs. You know, I did that a few years ago. This is another horse drawing. Okay, I used one of those color pencils that has like 5 colors, and I did this. I've been drawing horses since forever, since before I read the novel. So writing the novel, I do horses. This is one of the characters. Okay, can you kind of see that? It's a horse with one of its legs missing. I figured out after I was done drawing, I was like, crap, I missed a leg. You know? But, you know, he has a green belly. And actually, this is really cool. If you are a horse fan and you're like me and you've been collecting horse stuff all your life, or even as a girl, this is actually a drawing of a specific Breyer horse that I had when I was little. And it's a Morgan quarter horse. I don't remember the year, but it's like a black, brown, you know, horse with a thick neck, you know, really cool looking. So this is a drawing of, and I think I did pretty good. I got his legs pretty exact and everything. He was standing still. It was really easy to do. So yeah, so that's Palm. I've been working on it for 8 years. Some of that time was being crazy and trying to work on 3 novels at once. That was crazy. I don't know why I was doing that. 3 completely different stories at one time. Part of that was writing fan fiction. I'm not telling you what kind of fan fiction I was writing. I'll just say that it was a hell of a lot of fun. It was a formative experience, writing stories. You know, and it meant a lot to me to be able to post something and then immediately someone say, what the fuck were you doing? And then I learned so fast, okay, I can't write that kind of thing anymore. I can't do that kind of thing anymore. So yeah, and then I picked back up with Palm and gave it another shot. It was so much better when I picked it up again. I've gone to the University of Iowa Summer Writing Festival. That's different from the Writers' Workshop. The Writers' Workshop is the graduate program. The Summer Festival is like summer camp for writers, and showed some of my writing to a professor there, and she was really excited and said I was very creative, so that was really encouraging. So yeah, I just want to thank everyone for their support over the years. I love that blog. I don't spend enough time on it. I want to do more of that. But hopefully by fall, you'll see, you know, the draft will be done, and you'll see the Cartoon Cat City comic strip I want to write. She's a Mean Old Age 4 Bus. I'm going to finish that and self-publish that. You know, while I'm looking for a publisher for Palm. I'm really excited. And just to close, as a treat, I'm going to show you some other things that I've drawn. I am an artist, like I said. I'm not exactly, you know, someone looking to find a studio for my stuff. You know, I just kind of do it as a hobby. But this is cool. Let me show you. So, all right. So this is a self-portrait I did. I'm going to try to line it up next to my face. It looks nothing like me, right? It's the wig. It's the wig. This was you. Love bananas. I do. I'm sorry. Everything's a dirty joke to me. I love bananas. So this came out great. And I love the last one. It's like sad because it's finished. But that's sort of the apples. I was drawing these in the class. And this guy came past my easel. He was really cute. He's like this tall black dude, and he had dreads. He was really cool. And he was like, "Hey, nice apples." And I was all like, "Oh my god!" But then again, I remembered, "Oh my god, I'm 15. Oh my god, that's awful." I don't think he knew. It was this after-school class I did to, you know, as a high school student. So yeah, thanks again for, you know, sticking with me and getting, you know, with me through. Helping me, you know, write and being supportive and reading or not reading. Clearly, I'm doing the best I can. I've got a crazy life. I have a Lisa Frank calendar that's so colorful I can't even keep my appointments on. I can't fucking write on that thing. And, you know, my crazy apartment, everything's just all over the place. But, you know, I'm really grateful for your support over the years. I really hope you guys keep reading. Please look forward to Palm. Please look forward to all the other stories. And I guess that's it. Guys, have a great spring. Have a great spring, and have, you know, enjoy the year of the horse. You better work, bitch. You better work, bitch. You better work, bitch. Now get to work, bitch. Gotta get back to work, bitch. Bitches. Now get to work, bitch.